It's a battle of two of the top teams in the Southeast region here in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, the site for this battle of two undefeated Southeast powerhouses. Number 7 ranked Queens taking on your UNC Pembroke Braves in a highly anticipated matchup, a rematch of an NCAA tournament match just a couple seasons ago. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us here on the UNCP Sports Network. John Gross coming to you live from the Levine Center on the campus of Queens University as the Braves and Royals starting lineups being announced as we speak. UNC Pembroke 4-0 in the season, coming off of a 2-point victory over Tusculum last night right here at the Levine Center. Queens also undefeated, they're 3-0, and they had a high-scoring, also close affair in a 99-93 victory over Lee's McRae. These two teams playing each other for the 13th time all time. UNCP leads the series with 7 victories, but Queens has dominated recently. They've won the last 4, including a second-round victory in the 2018 NCAA tournament. The Braves have a chance to really prove themselves and show that they belong in the upper echelon of not only this region, but the nation at Division II college basketball. They're taking on one of the top programs in this region and certainly in the country, in a Queens program that has won the Southeast Regional back-to-back seasons, last year going 31-5. I'll give you the starting lineups as two teams just about set to take the floor. For UNCP, the starting 5, David Struther, Tyrell Kirk, Jordan Ratliff, the guards, and Akia Pruitt, Carson Mounts, the forwards. For the home side, the Queens Royals, Daniel Carr, Kenny Dye, Van Turner Jr., and Ja'Kai Taylor, the guards, with Jamari Smith patrolling the paint at forward. Braves sporting their white jerseys, black letters and numbers, as the Royals come out in their blue uniforms with white letters and numbers, white trim on the edges. Big key to the game for UNCP today, rebounding. Now they did eke out a victory last night against Tusculum, but certainly struggled in the boards. In the first half, just 6 total rebounds for UNC Pembroke. They were minus 13 to the rebounding department, and talking to the coaching staff before the game today, they feel that that number right there cannot happen against a dangerous Queens Royals side. As the two teams now set, awaiting tip-off here from the Levine Center. It's 4-0 UNC Pembroke, 3-0 Queens, the number 7th ranked team in the nation. As the tip is won by the Royals, and we are underway here from the Levine Center. Queens attacking right to left. It's Kenny Dye penetrating on Kirk. Goes to the right side, lay-in, redirected. Offensive rebound, stripped away though, and the Braves come away with it. Racing down the near sideline. Braves now pull it out. Struther on the right wing. Looks to set up the offense. First possession of the game for UNC Pembroke. Struther penetrates, now pulls it back out. Left wing picks up a dribble, works it across to the right side, now back up top to Struther. Right wing for Jordan Ratliff. Short corner to Pruitt. Pruitt turns and faces with 5 to shoot. Has to go to work. Step back triple for Pruitt. Right wing. Nothing but net. And UNCP opens up a 3-0 edge here in the first half. 19-12 to go as the ball raced across the timeline by Kenny Dye. Braves applying man-to-man full court pressure. Worked over to the right wing. The high-scoring Daniel Carr. Dump feed inside. And an easy one-handed slam on the right block for Jamari Smith. 3-2 UNCP, opening minute of this one. Queens showing full court pressure across the timeline. Of the far wing is Tyrell Kirk. Kirk penetrates to the free throw line, pulls up and hits over the outstretched arms of the 6'8" Jamari Smith. Back and forth battle, up-tempo pace. Much of what we expected. Bounce pass inside, and the left block is intercepted by Pruitt. The Braves take it the other way. It's Struther between the circles, picks up his dribble, goes right wing to Pruitt. Mounts looks to post up in the block. Instead, they kick it out to the right corner, and an open triple knocked down for Ratliff. 8-2 UNCP. Less than 2 minutes into this one. Kirk all over Kenny Dye as he picks up his dribble on the left wing. Worked up top and now around the arc to the right side of the floor with Carr between the circles. Stepping back as he picks up his dribble is Taylor. Swung to the right side of the floor. Great defense from UNCP, 10 to shoot. Penetration to the left wing, kick out up top to Dye, shot fake, works it back up top, open man is Carr, and he sinks it. He'll knock those shots down, a wide open straightaway triple, 53% from deep, heading into this game for the Stars senior guard. Braves still lead it by 3, 17:40 remaining as Strother looks to penetrate from the left wing, picks up his dribble up top to Carson Mounts, bodied on the perimeter as he hands it off to Tyrell Kirk. Kirk between the circles and the Queens logo, hands off to the left side of the floor, Pruitt. He hands it off and a screen to Strother, who on his way to the basket lost it, and it's taken away by the Royals. Pushing the tempo, loft pass down the floor by Carr is deflected at first, diving save to keep it in bounds by Jamari Smith. Up top left wing, spinning away from one defender, and now kicks it out to the right wing. Carr triple off the mark, offensive rebound, snatched by Queens and worked around the perimeter. Right wing gets Dye, a fresh shot clock. Only reset at 20 though, new rule in college basketball this year. So 10 to shoot for Queens as they attack to her left, trailing by 3. 17 minutes to go in the opening half. Top of the key with Van Turner, picks up his dribble. Entry feed inside, matched up on Pruitt. Great defense by Akeem Pruitt. Prevents Jamari Smith from getting off a shot attempt. And forces a shot clock violation. Patterson checking in, as well as Gavin Rains for Queens. Braves will inbound from under their own basket. Pruitt looking for options, full court press, and a 5-second call as Pruitt could not get it in. Braves lead it by 3, 16:53 remaining in the first half of action. Today's officials, Ryan Christian, Corey Hainsey, and Chase Furlow. Guard will inbound. Finds Patterson off the screen, work back up top to Carr in the left wing. Looking for options, takes it one dribble to his right, cross-court feed to the right corner. Pulled out by Jakai Taylor. Taylor, bounce pass between the circles to Patterson as he penetrates in the left block, has nowhere to go, and a push-up called up top against Jakai Taylor. Pardon me, they'll call it on Daniel Carr as the ball was worked his way, trying to create some separation. His first personal, first team foul. Pruitt inbounds from the far sideline. Braves attacking to our right. Finds Strother in the backcourt. Approaches the timeline. Tightly guarded by Van Turner Jr. Strother dribbles to the left side. Finds Pruitt. Turns and faces the basket. Worked up top to Kirk. Off him out. Screen right elbow jumper. Silky smooth from Tyrell Kirk. His second jumper from right around that same area. Braves doubling up their opponents early. It's 10-5 UNCP. Clark works off a screen, penetrates on the right side, off glass and through, just around the long arms of Carson Mounts. 10-7 Braves, about 4 minutes into this one. Ratliff threw his legs across the timeline, off his screen to his left, jumper off the mark, and a rebound snatched by the freshman Gavin Rains. Quickly outlet it to the right side of the court, now penetrating inside, down the lane, off the glass with the left hand, goes Daniel Carr. And a timeout taken by Tony Jones. Carr averages 21 points per game as he has 7, leading all scorers. Braves lead it 10-9 though, 15:34 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout with the Braves. This is UNCP men's basketball right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's Bowtime.
A frantic pace to get things started as UNCP clinging to a 1-point edge in the early goings of this one. 10-9 the score, 15:39 remaining in the first half. Battle of two undefeated teams, to the top teams in the region. Kia Pruitt will inbound. Braves have to go the length of the floor. Forecourt press being shown by Queens. As we await the ball to be handed to Pruitt. Things getting straightened out at the scorer's table. And we're good to go. Pruitt will inbound. He can work the sideline as he moves to his left and inbounds to Ratliff, who's trapped and finds J.B. Bullard at the timeline, middle of the court. And the Braves able to break the press, and now they'll set things up. 20 seconds of the shot clock. Ratliff on the right wing, swings it over to his right to Tyrell Kirk. Kirk turns and faces up top to Pruitt. Shot fake, drives down the lane. Pruitt off balance, and he was bumped as he lofted the floater off the glass and out. They'll shoot two. Josh Brodowitz calls on the blocking foul, his first personal, second team foul of the first half for Queens. Pruitt, the righty, toes the free throw line and sinks the first. Akeem Pruitt, first team All-PBC preseason selection. As the second free throw also up and good. 12-9 Braves, 15-20 remaining in the opening half. Braves now showing some press. They'll go 2-2-1 with it as Borowitz able to split the defense, gets across midcourt, and pulls it out. Brodowitz in the right wing, Bullard tightly on him. Braves now drop into a man-to-man. Daniel Carr kicks it to the left wing on the near side, driving baseline, and it's bumped away off the leg of Jermaine Patterson. Turned over by Queens. Braves playing some pretty good defense early on in this one. Carson Mounts checks out. Spencer Levi on for UNCP. Braves a 3-point advantage. Looking to break this full court man-to-man pressure. Brodowitz tightly on Tyrell Kirk. Braves clear out and Kirk will go one-on-one. Makes his way across the midline with 3 seconds to spare. Over Ratliff on the far wing. Braves attacking to our right. Ratliff, ball above his head. Braves work it around the perimeter. Now in the near wing, it's Kirk inside. Levi was bumped as he was trying to establish positioning in the right block. And it goes against Gavin Raines. His first personal, third team foul the first half for the Royals. UNCP on the road leading 12-9, 14:40 remaining. As is inbounded, Ratliff off the down screen, corner triple off the front of the rim, rebound snatched with high hands by Gavin Raines, and it's nearly taken away the backcourt, but Brodowitz stays on it for Queens. Swings it over to the far wing, inside goes Carr, the leading scorer on this Queens roster. Other side of the floor, baseline, lefty drive, kissed off the glass and through. Good finish by Jermaine Patterson, able to split a double team midair. Kirk takes it across the midline. Braves lead it by one. Straightaway triple, short, tipped around underneath the basket, and Raines saves it. Finds his teammates Brodowitz, who pushes the tempo. Over to the right wing, attacking inside, off glass and through with the foul. Jermaine Patterson. A strong start for the sophomore guard, able to absorb the contact. Tyrell Kirk, his first personal. First team foul the Braves. 4 points now for Jermaine Patterson, shooting back-to-back buckets. The righty steps up to the line and knocks it down. And the Royals take the lead, 14-12, 14 minutes remaining in the first half. Kirk takes it across the midline through his legs on the left side of the floor. Now penetrates down the middle, pulls up at the free throw line, kick out left wing, Bullard left open. He's the Braves' top shooter, and it rims out. Weak side board snatched up by the Royals, pushed across midcourt by Patterson, and he's called for a travel on his way to the hole. 6th turnover by Queens in the early goings. Bounce pass inbound to the near side to Strother with Brodowitz all over him. Strother looks to get by, and Brodowitz tipped it initially. Braves have 2 seconds to get across, and they do on the near wing. Strother now slows things down, sets it up, man-to-man defense. Now into a 2-3 zone. Right elbow, it's Levi. Drives off glass, rolls off the rim. Pruitt on the weak side tracks it down. One of the best rebounders in PBC history, and he follows it up with a lefty hook shot of the floater. as he turns around and ties it up. 13 minutes to go, first half. Dye makes his way across half court, sets up on the right wing off a double screen to his left. Levi traps him, now Bullard recovers. Brodowitz left wide open, top of the key triple is through. 17-14, Royals in front. Braves looking to respond. They controlled most of this first half so far as Kirk puts on the jet. Stop and go on the three-point line, top of the key, as Raines was sent flying past him. Buries it, and they'll mark it as a 2, say his foot was on the line. Braves down by a point. Straight away, Patterson. To near wing, Dye thought about it. Ball moved around the arc to Jaden Turner near corner. Royals attacking to her left. Bullard aggressive defense. Dye now works off a screen to his right. Pulls it back, hesitation, drive down the lane, picks up his dribble on the logo. Inside the lane, and a 3-second violation is called as he had no options. Make that 7 turnovers for Queens, just 8 minutes into this one. 17-16 Royals, as Akia Pruitt comes out, and we'll see Sean Kirk for the first time today, the NC State transfer, the brother of Braves guard Tyrell Kirk. Bullard will inbound, again the full court man-to-man press for the Royals. Bullard looks for options, and it's deflected by Dye on the inbound attempts. Braves will throw it in again from the baseline. Opposite side of the stanchion. Braves stack 2 players in the free throw line. Have Levi and Kirk at the corners. Right near half court. Bullard will inbound. And finds Kirk along the near sideline, who hits Strother in stride across the timeline. Making his way down the lane, and with the right hand, a reverse lay into the left side of the basket. Braves back up by 1, 18-17. 12 minutes to go. Carr across half court, picks up his dribble over to Bronowitz on the right wing. Ball moved around the arc near corner. Now up top to Daniel Carr. Right wing, Kenny Dye looking for options. Triple threat position, now dribbles with his left hand. Bullard all over him. Works his way around the arc, angling to the basket, down the lane, and threw off the backboard. Back and forth we go in an up-tempo game as the ball launched down the court to Sean Kirk. Kirk grabs it in the left corner, kicks it out to his brother Tyrell. The Braves slowing things up, looking for a half-court set. Kirk comes baseline, gets it in the corner, hands it off up top now to Strother. Levi sets the screen to the left. Strother, right wing triple, offline to the left. Tracked down by Kirk, who dives into the stands and saved it, but it's right to Daniel Carr. Carr down the lane, spin move, righty finish. Royals up by 3. Braves look to push it the opposite way. Football pass intercepted, and back come the Royals, leading by 3. 9 minutes into the first half. Dye, entry feed inside, a shot fake and a reverse finish under the basket by the 6'8" forward Jamari Smith. Largest lead of this game for Queens. 23-18 as Strother picks up his dribble, top of the key. Passes short to Kirk. Now drop back to Bullard. Bullard cuts over to Kirk. Levi left wing. Braves attacking to our right. Strother curls off the Levi screen. Kirk tried to shoot it from the left wing, and it's stripped as he went up with it by Daniel Carr, and it's off the leg of Tyrell Kirk for a Braves turnover. UNCP takes a timeout in the hole by 5. About midway through this first half of action, about as up-tempo of a battle as we expected. Don't go anywhere. This is UNCP football right here. UNCP basketball, pardon me, on the UNCP Sports Network.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Out of the Tony Jones timeout, Braves trailing by 5. It's Queens basketball. Royals attacking right to left. Dye will take it across the court. Zigs and zags through his legs and settles on the opposite side in the attacking half. Kick back up top to Carr. Braves drop into a 2-3 zone extended as Dye looks to work off the screen. No space for him. Job break. Ball worked around the arc to the near corner with Van Turner. Turner fakes a pass to his right. Instead, knocks down a contested 3 from the left corner. 8-point edge for Queens. 10 minutes in. Strother one-handed pass to the left corner to Ratliff, and he bobbled it out of bounds, and it's knocked away by Daniel Carr. It'll stay with the Braves. Inbounding underneath their attacking basket. Duan Lassane checks in for UNCP, and he'll be the trigger man. Braves stack it on the left block. Finds Sean Kirk, who left it short. It's an air ball. Rebound tipped around and comes away with Dye. Up the floor, alley-oop lobbed, and a right side finish is through for Jaden Turner. Double-digit edge after the Braves dominated the first 5 minutes of this one. 28-18 Queens. Strother crossover right wing, worked up top to Sean Kirk. Strother now searches inside, lofts it for Levi, and he was able to extend past his defender to lay it into the right side. 8-point deficit for the Braves as Dye hustles across midcourt and now slows it up. 2-3 from the Braves, but again, very extended. Ratliff guarding Dye all the way at the logo. Dye has it between the circles, righty dribble, kick to the right wing to Carr. Now puts it on the ground, worked up top to Dye, quick trigger straight away. Nothing but net. They're all falling right now for Queens. 11-point lead, their largest of the ball game. 4 for 5 from deep are the Royals. Hot shooting team from beyond the arc. Braves have it, Kirk on the left block, tries to go underneath, and he works his way, angling off the glass and through. 9-point deficit as Akia Pruitt and Carson Mount sent to the scorer's table for the Braves. UNCP now drops back into a man-to-man. Levi picks up Dye in the switch off the screen. Kicked out left corner, Turner. And his 3 is good. 5 of 6 from deep. The Royals shooting over 87% from the field. 14 for 16. Up by 12. Braves need to improve things defensively. Levi gets it left wing, left corner, Ratliff. Too strong, weak side board of the air ball, snatched by Kirk, and it falls off the rim, and it's volleyball passed around, and then saved by Levi to the top of the key for Strother. Braves have 13 to get a shot off here. Strother with the lanky Jaden Turner all over him. Levi right wing to Lassane, right corner, knuckleball triple, bounces front rim backboard and out, and the board snatched by Turner. Pass intercepted at first by Lassane, a jump ball under the Braves attacking basket, and the possession arrow will give it to Queens. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Braves trailing 34-22, 7:49 to go in the first half. Queens shooting 14 for 16 from the field. That's 87.5%. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
Possession arrow actually to the Braves out of the under-8 timeout. Braves will inbound trailing by 12. Floated top of the key to Ratliff, who pulls things out. Now at left wing, Strother. Just inside half court, Strother, 20 to shoot. Plenty of time to work for this Braves offense. One-handed pass to Kirk on the right wing, who hands back off to Strother. Kirk off a screen, dribbles back to his left, pulls up from deep off the back of the rim, and an aggressive board ripped down by Ja'Kai Taylor. Out of the timeout, Braves unsuccessful. Right corner three for Carr, left short. A rare miss for Queens as the rebound corralled by Strother, and he hustles down the court. Euro steps his way to the basket and tried to go up from the left side, could not convert, too strong off the glass. And the Royals come the other way up by 12, 7 minutes to go. Down the lane, bumped inside by Mounts. Is Jermaine Patterson, who's slow to get up, and he'll shoot two. First personal foul called on Carson Mounts, second team foul on the Braves in this first half of action. John Gross coming to you live from the Levine Center. Braves going to pull off a top 10 upset. They trail it by 12, 34-22. Patterson, a 75% free throw shooter. His first attempt is pure. Scored in double-digit figures in all 3 games so far, coming off the bench. Now is 6 points, and he's 2 for 2 from the stripe. Make that 2 for 3. As the back end of the 2 shots hits the front left, and it's rebounded by Carson Mounts. Braves down by 13 under 7 remaining in the first half. Kirk right wing, bounce pass to the right block to Pruitt. Double team comes. Pruitt's been quiet as he has a cross-court feed to the left wing that is a little bit offline to Strother, who's able to track it down. Now looks to go one-on-one on Carr. 8 to shoot. Crossover knocked away by Carr, and Strother got it back, chucked it out of bounds, trying to connect with Tyrell Kirk, who was cutting. Strother passed it to where Kirk was, rather than where he was going. 6.5 remaining in the opening half. Braves down 35-22. Carr takes his time across midcourt. Things have started to slow down in terms of the tempo of this game. Carr picks up his dribble, about 30 feet away from the basket, turns and hands it off between the circles. Van Turner Jr. Left wing now, it's Patterson curling off the screen to his right down the lane. And as Patterson was making his way to the basket, was checked by Tyrell Kirk. That's Kirk's second, third team foul of this first half, as Jermaine Patterson again has earned a trip to the stripe. Spins the ball, bends his knees, elevates forward and knocks it down. 36-22. Royals in front. Makes 3 bounces, spins it again. Second free throw up. Nothing but net. 37-22. Royals starting to pull away here in this first half. Now they extend things in a press. 1-2-2, 3-quarter court they go. Pruitt able to get across as he works it back up top to Strother. Extended man-to-man now for the Queens Royals. Pruitt, left wing, turns and hands to Ratliff. 10 to shoot. Braves looking to get their offense going. Ratliff down the lane, double clutch as he works it off the backboard, a righty finish. Braves within 13. Full court man-to-man for UNCP. And with the body, Strother calls for a check on Carr. Strother really tried to emphasize that his hands were up in the air there, but kind of hip checked him along the far sideline. Inbounds from the far sideline into the backcourt, goes to Carr. Fresh shot clock for the Royals, who lead it by 13, 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half. They hand it off a couple of times, and now work it to the right wing to Patterson. Penetrates on a double team, and what do you know, Patterson working his way to another trip to the foul line. Tyrell Kirk in disbelief. His third personal, 5 minutes still remaining in this first half, so some foul trouble for one of UNCP's top weapons. And Jabri Bullard heads to the scorer's table as Patterson again heads to the free throw line. These will be his 6th and 7th free throw attempts of the day, and he misses short as Bullard checks in for Tyrell Kirk. Braves down 13, 5.5 to go. It's Strother, Bullard, Ratliff, Pruitt, and Mounts, the 5 of the court for UNC Pembroke. Die checks on as Van Turner Jr. heads to the sideline. Second free throw up and good. So Patterson splits the pair and ups this Royals edge to 14. Pruitt inbound to the near side of the backcourt to Ratliff. Back to Pruitt, looks to go one-on-one, and he gets across the timeline himself. The forward showing off the ball handling skills. Now the Braves will set things up. It's Ratliff running the show. Swung around to the right wing, Pruitt. Up top, Bullard. Looks at the basket, nothing going. Left wing, Strother. Die all over him, 5 to shoot. Has to go one-on-one. Strother tries to get separation. Leaner back to the free throw line. Off the back of the iron. Rebound ripped down by Taylor. Outletted up the floor. And Patterson again to the hole. Flips it up, reverse lay-in. Sits on the rim, falls off, and Pruitt able to grab the board as he saves it and works it back behind his back to Strother. Gets across midcourt, settles top of the key, picks up his dribble, and works it shortly to Pruitt on the right wing. Mounts, high post, looks to go to work inside. Mounts off the glass, a physical finish for Mounts, who did not score last night after getting the start against Tusculum. Braves trail at 38-26, 4.5 remaining in the first half. Die orchestrates the offense, double screen to his left, now between the circles. Ratliff tightly on him, picks up his dribble, kicked around the perimeter, left corner 3, rattles out and rebound snatched by Akia Pruitt. And Strother has it for the Braves. Zigs and zags his way as Pruitt sets a screen on Carr, trying to get Strother moving to his right. Strother pulls back and doesn't take it. Kick out left wing, Ratliff. Bounce pass to Mounts on the left block. Looks to go one-on-one on Michael Fowler. Turnaround fader on the left block for Mounts is short. It's an air ball. And the weak side board grabbed by the Royals. Turning, handing off, firing Carr in the left wing 3. He's bumped as he went up. He'll shoot 3. Missed the three-point attempt. As we head to the under 4 media timeout. 38-26, Royals up by 12, scorching hot from the field, 74% and 62% from beyond the arc. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
UNC Pembroke trails it 38-26 against the number 7 ranked Queens Royals out of the South Atlantic Conference. Braves open up their season, a thrilling overtime victory against Catawba, one of the top teams in the SAC. 95-90 the score in that one, as Daniel Carr will attempt the first of 3 free throws after being fouled in a three-pointer, and he sinks the first. 39-26 Royals in front, 3:44 to go first half. Carr steps up again to the free throw line, second attempt, rolls through, 40-26. This is a Queens offense that is accustomed to putting up points, averaging 102 points through their first 3 games this season. Yet they are giving up 93 points per game, so expected to see a shootout today. Braves trailing by 15 though, near the end of this first half, 41-26 after all 3 free throws are knocked down by Carr. Braves work their way across into the attacking half. Ratliff Tries to penetrate left elbow. Short pass to Mounts, top of the key. Ratliff now pulls it out top of the key. Right corner, Bullard puts it on the court. Bullard, right wing triple off the back of the rim. Knocked around. Rebound goes to Taylor. Up the floor, bounce pass inside to Taylor. And was grabbed. The ball was grabbed as he was going up, and it's a traveling violation as he came back down with it. One area where Queens has struggled today has been taking care of the basketball. Now 8 turnovers for the Royals. Braves trail it by 15. 2:59 to go in the opening half. Mounts between the circles. Kick out to the right wing, now entry feed Pruitt, right block. Turns back to the basket, Mounts, left elbow J, unorthodox form, but it works. Knocks it down, Braves trail it by 13. Need a couple of stops here, looking to finish off this first half on a run. Struther all over Dye, who keeps it short in the near wing. Royals attacking to her left. To Carr. Carr, bounce pass inside, now kick back up top to Carr. 2 passes quickly around the perimeter. Right wing ends up with Turner. Turner left it short of the long 2-pointer, and Pruitt again on the rebounds. His 4th of the game. Struther picks up his dribble right wing. Ball moved around the perimeter. Bullard, top of the key. Dribble drive, kick out Struther. Head fake, keeps it. Back to Bullard, right wing, has separation, and it hits the back of the rim. Long board grab by Dye. 2-on-1 fast break, up the floor. Great feed into reverse lane, falls through by Jamari Smith. 43-28 Queens, a minute 53 to go. Struther off the Mount screen to his left, pulls it back out, top of the key. Short pass to Pruitt, hands it off to Bullard, his first season of action for the Braves. Now it's Mounts, harassed just outside the 3-point line, turns in hand, Struther picks up his dribble, dumped down low to Mounts, and he now has 6 points. Carson Mounts coming alive again, did not score last night, just 0 for 1 from the field. But as the tallest player on either team's roster, finding some success inside. 43-30 the score, 1:18 to go. Royals have it attacking to our left. Up top, Smith. Kick out near wing, and a traveling violation. Jakai Taylor took a little extra step. 10 turnovers. Now for the Royals. Sean Kirk checks in, Akia Pruitt. Head to the sideline, 7 points, 4 boards, 3 assists. A pretty complete start this far for Pruitt. Braves will inbound directly in front of their bench as Bullard sends a bounce pass backwards to Struthers. 1-on-1 with Dye on him. Righty dribble gets across midcourt behind the back, and the Braves set up the half-court set. Kick out right wing, worked around the arc. Left wing is Struthers, curling off a screen up top. Ratliff thought about a shot, instead pulls it back. The Braves 10 seconds to shoot. Out onto 8, 48 seconds to go in the first half. Bullard picks up his dribble. Wheeling around the arc, Struthers step back right elbow, sinks it. Contestant J. Braves trail it by 11. Queens can go 2 for 1, 7-second different shot in game clock. And a timeout taken by Bart Lundy, 32nd timeout. Braves trail it by 11. Bart Lundy, his 7th season in his 2nd stint as the head coach at Queens. It's his 12th year overall, and between those 2 stints has never had a losing season here. And this is a Queens program that has had success really throughout much of their history, but Lundy has done great things recently, became a head coach at just 25 years old, which I can only imagine what that experience was like for him. And again, has led his team to back-to-back Elite 8 appearances, 93 wins over the last 3 seasons for Queens. Just 4 teams in any division of NCAA basketball have more than that. Gonzaga, Northwest Missouri, and Villanova, pardon me, 3 teams have more than that. Braves fell to this Queens side a couple of years ago in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament. It's a UNCP program who's made the NCAAs in 4 of their last 6 seasons. Certainly a great time to be a Braves basketball fan. A lot of optimism for this season. As now we get things started out of the timeout. Left wing Jay falls short. tipped around. Mounts could not secure it, and the offensive rebound of the weak side results in a lay-in for Jamari Smith. Braves can hold for one final shot. 15 seconds of the game clock. Struthers patrols things. Couple cutters work their way up along the baseline. 5 seconds of the game clock. Braves trail by 13. Ratliff pulls the trigger, left wing three. And they'll say his foot was on the line. It's a long two as that ends things in the first half. 45-34 the score. UNCP down by 11, but frankly, it could have been worse, and given the fact that Queens is shooting 70% from the field, including 5 of 10 from deep. Not necessarily the worst score right now if you're UNC Pembroke. Now, a few things have been working well for the Braves. They've been able to force turnovers and score off of them. They're +5 in turnovers, or 5 less turnovers, I should say. They're +9 in points off of turnovers. Talked about the rebounding pregame as a key to this one. Braves struggled to rebound last night. Just 6 rebounds against Tusculum in the first half. They have 8 rebounds in the first half against Queens, but again, this is a Queens team that they've only missed 7 shots in the first half and just 2 free throws, so really only 9 opportunities for the Braves to secure a rebound, and they've gotten 8 of those boards. Again, it's halftime, 45-34. Queens up over at your UNC Pembroke Braves. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes with some halftime stats. Braves trailing by 11. This is UNC Pembroke men's basketball on the UNCP Sports Network, live from Queens University.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouthwatering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health Nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
Back here at the Levine Center, UNCP trails number 7 Queens 45-34 at the midway point. Let's run through a couple of big storylines from that first half. Well, Queens, yes, they are shooting 70% from the fields in that first half and 50% from deep, but the 45 points that they scored is their lowest point total in the first half this season, this being their 4th game of their 2019 campaign. Well, the Braves started off strong out of the gates. The first 4 minutes, a 10-2 run for UNCP, but about midway through that first half, Queens kept off an 11-0 run. They also led by as many as 15 in the first 20 minutes. Right now, that lead at 11. Braves, you look at the numbers, and again, the biggest thing that stands out, 70% from the field for their opponents. Defense, something they'll have to shore up in the second half, but on the offensive side of things too, they've taken some tough shots, had some open shots as well from deep, just 2 of 12 from beyond the arc, and in large part some of these forced shots are due to Queens' pressure. They have not allowed UNC Pembroke to get into their half-court sets and really get things going offensively. So we'll see if the Braves are able to do a better job countering that pressure and slowing down this Queens offense in the second half of action. Braves leading scorers today, Zakiya Pruitt with 7, 2 of 2 from the fields, including a 3-pointer also made at both free throws he attempted. Jordan Ratliff has 7 points, 3 of 6, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. And for Queens, not a shock, but it's Daniel Carr, 12 points, 4 for 6 from the field. He was first team all-SAC last year, second team all-region and all-district last season as well. A guy who not only scores a ton, he gets to the free throw line a lot, and those are one of the easiest opportunities that he could possibly find. A senior who's been doing this for a while, averaged 16 points last year, leading scorer 21 points per game coming into today, and he has 12 already in the first half of action. 45-34 is the score as both teams are back out onto the floor, getting warmed up for the second half of play. We'll be back in right around 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is UNC Pembroke men's basketball right here on UNCP Sports Network.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
Here we go, back to the action. Braves trail 45-34 at the Levine Center on the campus of Queens University in the Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina, the site of this big-time battle, two of the powerhouse programs in the state, in the Southeast region. A couple of teams that enter as, well, UNCP, they're fourth in the Southeast region in the preseason rankings, and Royals, they're number 1. Queens basketball, teams will switch sides. Queens now attacking left to right, inbounded from the opposite sideline to dive between the circles. Picks up his dribble, right wing, up top. Hands off around a screen to Van Turner, who works his way to the hole and underhand scoop shots and into the basket. 47-34 after the lay-in from Turner. Braves with it, going to our left. Ratliff up top to Pruitt, ball above his head, kick back to Ratliff, down low left block to Carson Mounts. Backing down a defender, kick out left corner to Ratliff, rimmed out short, tipped around, Ratliff grabbed it at first and tips it to his teammate David Strother. Strother with it, 20 seconds to the shot clock, tees up a triple straight away, short, bounces around a couple times and Carr grabs the rebound. Carr races up the floor, pivots, lost his dribble, wide open right corner, rattles out a big miss as Strother is there for the board. Tyrell Kirk has it, pulls up in transition, right wing three is money. 47-37, a minute into the second half. Dye has it, right wing, lofts it inside, help side defense, wasn't there at first. Pruitt recovers and swats Jamari Smith. Ball falls into the hands of the Braves. In transition, another right wing three attempt is short from Kirk, but an offensive board to the weak side. Kicked out, Strother is good, left wing three, and back-to-back trays have the Braves within single digits. Quick trigger on the timeout from Bart Lundy. 47-40, a minute and a half into the second half. UNCP starting off strong and finding themselves right back into this one. We'll take a quick break here. The UNCP Sports Network Braves, some new life early in the second half.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
A couple stops and a couple big triples for UNC Pembroke, has them within 7, 47-40. 18:34 remaining in the ball game. It'll be Queens basketball inbounding to our left, attacking to our right, up to the length of the court, inbound to the baseline to Dye with the Braves on him. Full court man-to-man pressure from Jordan Ratliff. Switch on the screen. It's Pruitt now on Dye. Bounce pass to the short corner. Kick out up top to Taylor. Now works to the right side. Carr drives, bumps into Mounts as he's able to extend over Carson Mounts and put it off the backboard and in. Ratliff races the other way, now pulls it back out. Calls out the play. Braves show a horn set. Kick out left wing to Strother. Left corner Pruitt turns and faces. Pivots up top to Kirk. Quick pass right side Strother. Down low feed inside and Pruitt slams it home, putting Ja'Kai Taylor on a poster on the right block. Braves down by 7. Sprinting across the court is Dye, who traveled with it as he got into the paint. Good help defense from Carson Mount. And UNCP's defense looking a little bit better in the early goings of the second half. 49-42, Braves basketball. Man-to-man press issued by the visitors, and a bump is called as Carr tripped Ratliff as he released on the screen, trying to break the press. His second personal, first of this second half for Queens. So Braves will inbounds on the near side of the stanchion under the basket, half to the length of the floor. It's a bounce pass to Strother, working one-on-one on Turner. Strother, right hand chest pass to Ratliff on the right side. Back to Ratliff from Mount. Century feed, right block, short corner to Pruitt. Jab step, step back jumper. Pruitt off the front of the rim. Weak side board is grabbed by Jamari Smith, who outlet feeds it to Dye up the court. Dye through the legs, in the lane, hop step, lost the ball, and it's intercepted, taken away by Strother. 2-on-1 for the Braves, make that 3-on-1. Strother tried to leave it underneath for Ratliff, and a blocking foul is the call. Braves had it 3-on-1, and Strother saying that he was in the act of shooting. We'll see if it was called on the act of shooting or on the pass. 2 shots awarded to the Braves. UNCP trails 49-42, 17:09 to go in the second half. As Strother sinks the first free throw. 75% from the stripe entering today, 81% from the line in his career. The third-year starter out of Lumberton. It's the second of the Braves, making things interesting. Trail it by 4, 49-44. 17:09 to go in the first half. Reminiscent of what we saw in the second half, reminiscent of what we saw in the first half of action. Braves started things off with a 10-2 run, and they have a strong start here in the second half. Brodowitz into the game as he hands off to Carr, top of the key, Mounts is on him. Quick pass to the left corner, short on the 3, and the putback is through, and the foul, Jamari Smith. Strong side board, tips it off the glass and in, and he will head to the line to shoot one more. 51-44, Braves could not secure the rebound. A rare miss for Queens. It's a personal on Mount, his second personal, first team foul for UNCP. As Smith heads to the line, 81% shooter in the season. And it rolls off the rim and settles into the hands of Carson Mounts on the left block. Outlet pass to Kirk. Braves trail it by 7. Mounts between the circles. Gets the feed, puts it on the ground, knocked away. Bodies diving after it. And a held ball is the call. Possession arrow to the Braves, so UNCP will keep it inbound from the far sideline, attacking right to left. $16:39 to go. Braves trail 51-44. Ratliff will inbound. Bounce pass to Strother. Brodowitz tightly on him. Strother near wing to Pruitt. Jab step right, looking, now works baseline to the left hand. Turns, crossover, inside, physical, flips it up, reverse lane off the glass is short, and the rebound grabbed by Smith. Outlet it quickly. Patterson up the floor, down the right wing. Lay-in falls short. It was kind of redirected by Tyrell Kirk, and the board snatched by Strother, who comes to their way with it for the Braves, who trail by 7. Dished out, right corner, just Ratliff, ball above his head. Now goes bounce pass, and the weak side double team came on Carson Mounts, who lost it. Brodowitz in the steal, picks up his dribble. 2 passes, right corner open, 3 is buried. Jaden Turner entered today 1 for 6 from deep, his first 3 of the day. And he extends the Royals lead back to 10 points. Pruitt sets the screen. Kirk picks up his dribble. Hits Mounts. Bounce pass inside Pruitt. And an offensive foul is the call as he was bodying his way inside. Just outside of the restricted area. Patterson positioned well defensively. Under 16 timeout here. Braves got as close as 5, but now trailing again by double digits. 54-44 the score. 15:39 to go in the second half. This is UNC Pembroke men's basketball right here on the UNCP Sports Network.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
54-44 the score. UNCP trails it. About 4.5 minutes in to the second half. During that timeout, Gordon Ratliff on the sideline pretty fired up for UNCP, trying to get his teammates going as the Braves trail by double digits to the 7th-ranked team in all the land. Queens with it, attacking to our right. Braves show a 1-3-1 defense. Worked up top of the key. Brodowitz, bounce pass, right block, swatted by Pruitt. Recovered though by Queens as Carr pulls the trigger from the left wing. Deep three is short. Rebound tipped around, and leaping to grab it is Ratliff. Up the floor to Strother. Braves down by 10. After getting the stop, look to counter with a basket. Kirk pulls the trigger from deep. Bounces off the rim. Offensive board to Strother. Braves able to reset. Pruitt underneath. Spins inside. Double teamed. Kick out. Good ball movement. Kirk works the right baseline. Inside to Levi. Hacked as he goes in for the lay-in, and it falls through. Phenomenal ball movement by UNCP. And the Braves trail it by 8 as Levi treks to the free throw line. Dewan Lassane checks in for Strother. As Brodowitz checks out, and Van Turner Jr. heads back onto the floor. Levi toes the free throw line, and it's the front rim, backboard, and in. Good backspin on that free throw. 54-47 as Dewan Lassane extending forward on the pressure for the Braves, as now they try to trap across half court. Right side, it's Turner. Trap comes. Quick ball movement to Carr. Left wing picks up his dribble. Looking for options. Back up top to Turner. Over to Carr. They keep going side to side, right to left. Near wing, pull up floater. Bounces out, and it's rebounded by Pruitt on the weak side. Outlet near side to Kirk. Up the floor, Lassane. Bounce pass to the right block. Cutting inside, Lassane bobbled it off the feed from Levi, and it's turned over. Trying to pick the pocket is Kirk, racing forward Patterson, and the ball knocked away a couple of times. Smith has it, whistles blow, and it's a double dribble. Another turnover, it'll be Braves basketball. They trail it by 7. 54-47. 14 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Kirk one-on-one with Patterson, hustling across midcourt, now slows it up. Settles on the left side, works it right wing, kick out to Lassane, picks up his dribble. Levi between the circles, looks, finds Kirk in the near wing. Kirk off a Ratliff screen, looked inside as Levi was knocked down as the pass came his way, and there's no whistle for a foul there. Yeah, seemed like a missed call on that one as Levi was shoved down as the entry feed came his way, and it goes out of bounds. So Queens basketball going to our right. Carr with Lassane on him as Lassane angles him along the near sideline. Cross-court feed to Turner. Inside alley-oop finish, backdoor slam out of nowhere. Ja'Kai Taylor cutting to the basket. That's one way to break a 1-3-1, and Kirk Has it looking to counter for the Braves. Goes reverse through his legs inside Levi. Power dribble. Comes along on the right side of the floor and finishes it through Spencer Levi. A strong move inside. 56-49 Royals. Quickly across the court. Give and go Carr. From downtown. Short rebound to Levi in the long board as he dribbles it across half court. Have to get it to a guard here, and he does get it to Tyrell Kirk. Ratliff, left wing. Picks up his dribble. Up top, just short of the logo, is Kirk. Offense gets going. Lassane goes baseline, as does Ratliff. Lassane down low, left block to Levi. Double team comes. Kick out. Right wing three. Pruitt, too strong. Offensive board to the weak side. Kicked out top to nobody. Racing for the ball. And Ja'Kai Taylor lays it in with Levi on his back. 58-49. 7.5 minutes into the second half of action. Braves coming to our left. Kirk. Chest pass back to the right side to Pruitt. Up top, Lassane. Quick ball movement for the Braves. Near wing, Ratliff. Looking up top for Kirk. Floats it down low for Pruitt. Bumped inside as he went up for the lay-in. And he'll head to the free throw line for a pair of shots. Foul called on Ja'Kai Taylor. That's his first personal. Third team foul. Fourth team foul of the second half as Pruitt will shoot 2. Braves down by 9, 12-16 to go. Pruitt clanks it off the back iron. Gavin Raines checks in, replaces Jamari Smith. Pruitt 9 points, just missed his first free throw of the game, now 2 for 3 from the stripe. Second attempt is up and short, but Lassane is their offensive board. Shot fake, lays it up with the left hand, and he angled it off the board and then the front rim. Rebound to Queens, up by 9. Carr across half court, dribbles into the double team, kicks up top to Turner, and he cans it from straight away. 12-point edge for the Royals. Under 12 minutes remaining. As Kirk curls off the screen to his left. Left elbow jumper is pure. Pull up Jay to make it a 10-point ball game. Carr hustles down the court the other way to our right. Pulls it out to reset things. Probing for options. Braves now in a matchup 2-3. Carr penetrates, kicks out right wing. Turner thought about it, then does on second attempt. Fires no, but the weak side board is grabbed and then deflected away. Patterson scoops it, and Pruitt sent it out of here. As Akia Pruitt tracks down his own block and outlets it to Ratliff. Down the floor, Braves trail it by 10. Lassane drives, kick out left corner. Kirk doesn't even think about it, shoots it. Weak side board for Levi, bounce pass inside. Lassane dribbles, power dribble, leaves it for Levi in the right block. Great pass between these two, and Levi lays it in, back down to an 8-point deficit for the Braves, 11 minutes remaining. Carr up top, Ratliff tightly on Patterson. One dribble to his right as he finds Turner, back up top to Patterson. 8-point lead for Queens, through his legs, up top Turner. Short pass to his right to Carr, worked around the perimeter to Taylor right wing. Raines turns hands off to Carr. 3 ball on the way, up the left iron, and Ratliff corrals the rebound to the weak side. Lassane up the floor, Pruitt left block, shot fake, lefty lane, falls through. Back within 6 of the Braves, 61-55. Inbounded to the left side of the court. Braves extending this pressure, it's slowing down this Queens offense. They enter this half after shooting 70% of the first half, now 56% for the game. Turner between the circles. Kirk on him. Braves drop into a man-to-man. Carr goes baseline away from the screen. Left-handed lay-in, swatted by Lassane. Out of bounds. It'll stick with the Royals. And the under 12 timeout finally issued as we have a stoppage in play. It'll be Queens basketball. Braves trail 61-55. About midway through this first half. We have a good one, just as expected. 2 of the top teams in the region going at it, and it's been fun. So don't go anywhere. We'll have more basketball after this quick break right here on the UNCP at Sports Network.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
Energetic huddle for the Braves during that media timeout. They trail it by 6 midway through the second half. Inbound for Queens as they attack to her right. In the lane, jumper for Carr, falls off, and it's rebounded by Spencer Levi. Outlet to Struthers, who looks to break down Carr, and he gets across half court. Picks up his dribble, finds Levi top of the key, fakes the handoff, spins down the lane, weaving to the basket. No, putback follow is good by Sean Kirk. 61-57, now the Braves again extending this pressure. They'll go man-to-man as Dye comes across, Ratliff on him. 9.5 remains second half, 61-57, Braves trail after trailing by 11 at halftime. Left wing three is good from Van Turner Jr. Eighth made three-pointer for Queens as Strother bodies his way across the timeline. Strother between the circles, through his legs, looks to the right wing, nearly intercepted, but Ratliff races for it. Fadeaway jumper, right elbow, no, swatted back by Kirk, and the Braves have 20 seconds on the shot clock reset. Kirk, left block, righty hook is good. Above Jamari Smith, and the Braves able to respond. 64-59 the score as Jabri Bullard matched up tightly on Dye. Kenny Dye picks up his dribble, hands it off to his left, up top, palming the basketball as Van Turner now puts it to the ground. Left wing off the screen, curling to his right is Dye. Dye penetrates on Bullard, and it's knocked away by Sean Kirk. Active hands from the NC State transfer. Numbers for the Braves. Strother pulls up in transition. Three ball, front rim and in. 2-point ball game, 64-62. 8 minutes to go in the second half. Braves within one possession. What a comeback this has been, but they'll look to complete it. Still work to be done as Kenny Dye settles in the left wing, picks up his dribble. Between the circles, it's Vance Jr. Right wing Carr has been a little more quiet this second half. Great entry feed over the head of Levi as Smith was posting up on his backside, and he finishes back to a 4-point ball game. Strother left wing, comes back up top for UNCP, signals out the offense. Tyrell Kirk at the scorer's table for UNCP, picks up his dribble, left wing Bullard thought about it, looking for somebody to pass to, one dribble to his right, hits Kirk top of the key. Kirk with Turner extended on him, floats it right wing to Strother. From downtown, Strother leaning away, knocks down the three. A defender all up in his grill, unfazed, and it's a 1-point basketball game, 66-65. Dye hesitation inside, and a big stop there, but it is a foul as he was knocked to the ground, some physical contact. Spencer Levi called the personal, and a timeout taken under 8, 66-65. Queens in front, Braves battling in a thriller here in the Queen City. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
What a ball game we have right here. Sunday afternoon matchup. 66-65, Queens in front, 7:20 to go in the second half of action. Kenny Dye to the free throw line after being fouled right before the under 8 timeout. First free throw bounces in and out, and a big miss for the 92% free throw shooter. Second attempt from the righty, nothing but net. Couple changes. Brodowitz and Patterson check in for Turner and Dye. Coach Lundy presumably giving his two starters a bit of a breather before the stretch run in this one. 67-65, Braves with the basketball. Strother going one-on-one on Brodowitz, and he blows past him. Brodowitz able to recover. Strother stop and go, hands it off to Kirk up top, to Sean Kirk, I should say. Strother with the basketball, left wing, picks it up. High post to Mounts. Mounts dribbles to his right, hands off to Bullard. Curls off of Mounts. Jabri Bullard pull up off the back of the rim, and Smith is there in the rebound under the basket. To get left wing, it's Daniel Carr sprinting ahead. Down the lane, Mounts bounces it. Another block for UNCP. 5th of the game for the Braves, and UNCP has yet to have a shot blocked today. Queens basketball, 67-65 Royals, 6:48 to go, second half. Inbound floated to Smith in the near corner, attacking to her right. Carr jab step, drives right side. Raines drives, and it's again a block. Kirk swatted it, but it settles directly into the hand again of Gavin Raines, who lays it in this time with a couple defenders draped around him. 69-65 as Kirk spins across the midline with Carr on him. Strother near wing. Finds Mounts up top, right wing, worked around inside now, brother to brother. Tyrell to Sean, too strong at the righty block rebound. Coming the other way is Patterson. Patterson inside, knocked out of the hands by Sean Kirk and out of bounds. Possession will stay with Queens. Sean Kirk comes out, Akia Pruitt in. 69-65 the score. The 5 of the floor for the Braves. Pruitt, Mounts, Strother, Bullard, and Tyrell Kirk. And down to Patterson. Big crossover on the right elbow, and he flips it over the arms of Carson Mounts. Impressive move by the guard off the inbounds. Lead extended to 6 as Jordan Ratliff heads to the scorer's table for the Braves. Strother across midcourt. Pruitt sets the screen. Strother uses it to his right, now works it back up top. Bullard left wing, looks to cross over, can't do so. Floated inside to Mounts, double team comes, left block, floats it up, rattles around the rim of the backboard and through. That hit every part of the basket, and the Braves will take it. Mounts with 8 points after being scoreless last night against Tusculum. 4-point hole for the Braves, 5.5 to go as Carr drives on the right side, picks up his dribble, nearly traveled, kicked up Brodowitz, penetrates, floats it up, no, offensive rebound Smith on the right side, flips it up from the left side with the right hand, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Goes against Carson Mounts. 4th team foul of this half for the Braves. That's the 3rd on Mounts. First free throw is good as Ratliff checks in. Jamari Smith, second free throw, knocks it down. 2 for 2, and the lead back up to 6. 73-67 as Pruitt inbounds, and it's tipped away by Brodowitz. It'll stay with the Braves. They'll now inbound it from the far sideline. Josh Brodowitz just 5'9", but he's a good job defensively today for Queens as they chuck it down the floor, and it's intercepted by Patterson. And there's the whistle, blatantly a backcourt, as Patterson caught it in the back, in his front court, and then extended into the backcourt. able to intercept the ball. Lucky break there for the Braves on an errant inbounds feed. Tyrell Kirk, the trigger man, far sideline at half court. Braves attacking right to left, trailing by 6, 5:19 to go. Lobbed into the backcourt to Strother with Brodowitz all over him. Brodowitz stays in front of Strother, goes behind the back. Trying to break him down. Extended man-to-man for Queens. Pruitt hands it off to Strother on the near wing. Puts the ball to the ground. Strother drives, hesitates, step back, right elbow J. Nothing but net. David Strother creating separation and sticking the J. 73-69 the score, under 5 minutes remaining in the second half. Josh Brodowitz brings it across midcourt. Dribbles to his left. Braves need a stop here. Tyrell Kirk on, and now it's Strother on Patterson. Patterson splits a double team, lost it for a second, regains it. Kick out up top to the Owies, dangerous. Daniel Clark has it with 10 to shoot. Step back three, over Pruitt is good. Daniel Carr, 17 points, tied for a game high with David Strother. Tyrell Kirk, off the mount screen to his left. Kick out wide open in the left corner is Strother. Yes! Back and forth we go. 76-72, and the feed down the court intercepted by Mount, stays in bounds. Outlet to Kirk, Braves down by 4. Feed Strother on the left wing. Lob to the right side. Kirk fires from distance, rims in and out, and the weak side rebound is grabbed by the 6'1 guard Daniel Carr. Comes across midcourt, up ahead to Smith, lost it. Tyrell Kirk has it for the Braves. 2-on-1 UNCP, crossover down the lane, regains it, and lays it in. 76-74, 3:40 to go in the ball game. Unbeaten UNCP, unbeaten Queens. Battle of two of the top teams in the region. Coming down to the wire. Patterson feeds Carr, top of the key. Ratliff active hands all over him. Left wing to Patterson. Goes away from the Smith screen, pulls it back up top on the left wing. Going 1-on-1 with Pruitt. Settles from deep. Left it short of the rebound, is grabbed by Strother. Braves a chance to tie or take the lead. They have not led since early in the first half. 8 minutes into the first half was the last lead for the Braves. They now trail it just by 2 with the basketball going to our left. 3 minutes remain as Pruitt holds it on the right wing, hands it off to Ratliff. Ratliff shot fake off the mount screen to his left. Hesitation, drives on Rains, leaning back and ties it up. Fadeaway, Jay levels things at 76. Brodowitz runs the baseline as the UNCP fans in attendance making some noise and the Braves are fired up. Kirk on Brodowitz as he walks across midcourt. 2:40 to go, tie ball game, 76-76. Brodowitz on the left wing, Kirk matched up on him. Brodowitz looking for options, has 12 to shoot, kicked up top. Carr, triple threat position, now pulls it back out, looks to go 1-on-1, goes away from the rain screen, step back three, contested, not even close, offensive board knocked around, and lost by Rains, ends up with Tyrell Kirk. Braves a chance to take the lead, 76-76 with the basketball. Pruitt in the right block, double team comes, fights through it, and the putback attempt by Mounts unsuccessful as Pruitt's shot rims out a little too strong. Up the floor goes Queens, crossover, swatted by Pruitt. Patterson tried to get in there, and Pruitt said, not today, my friend. 76-76, 2:01 to go in the ball game. What a game we have here. Final timeout on the floor. Don't go anywhere. This is about to be epic. 76-76. We're locked up at the Levine Center. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
2:01 to go in the ball game. 76-76. UNC Pembroke going blow for blow with number 7 Queens. Braves trailed by as many as 15 in the first half. They were down by 11 at halftime. It's Queens basketball under their attacking basket. Inbound by Dye, right wing to Carr. Kick back up to Dye. 20 seconds of the shot clock, a minute 55 of the game clock. Carr right wing, probing, finds Turner in the right corner. Strother on him. Dye had separation coming off a screen. Right wing 3, no. Offensive board, followed and put through by Jaden Turner. Long arms of Turner coming through there, and the Braves trail it by 2 with the basketball. Strother across half court, Pruitt in the right wing, hands it back off to Strother. Levi sets a screen to Strother's left, he uses it, switch doesn't come. Strother thought about taking a contested 3, pulls it back, bounce pass top of the key to Pruitt. 8 to shoot for the Braves, down by 2, a minute 20 to go. Right block to Levi. Quadruple teamed, able to kick it out, and a whistle underneath the basket. It's a foul called on Carr. That's his 3rd foul, 5th team foul of the half for the Royals. So still 1 foul to give. 20 seconds of the shot clock for the Braves, who trail it by 2. Pruitt was the inbounds man, gets it back, left block, off the glass and through to tie it at 78. 1:07 to go in the ball game. It's Queens basketball. Braves go man-to-man full court. Kirk matched up tightly on Kenny Dye. Dye right wing to Carr. Daniel Carr turns and faces. Levi fronting Smith in the right block. Up top to Turner. Almost taken away. Up top now it's Turner again. Gets it back. Strother stripped it for a second but recovered by Carr. 10 to shoot. 45 seconds of the game clock. Tied at 78. Carr breaks it down away from the screen. Attacking to the left. Around Levi. Scoop shot is good. And a timeout taken by Bart Lundy and the Queens Royals. 80-78. It's Braves basketball. 8.7 second difference between shot and game clock. As the timeout taken by Queens. 38.7 remaining. It's UNCP ball. Braves have 3 timeouts left. Royals have 2 timeouts left. Again, UNCP trailed by as many as 15 in the first half. They were down 11 at halftime, and they have really locked things down defensively. After allowing Queens to shoot 70% in the first half today, the Royals now down to 52.6% from the field. UNCP shooting 51.6 themselves. What a ball game this has been. A late rally for the Braves have really made things very interesting after it seemed like this would kind of become almost a lopsided afternoon. UNCP jumped out of the gates a strong start, but they could not maintain it. But a much better second half, as with 38.7 seconds to go, UNCP trails at 80-78. It's Tyrell Kirk, Strother, Levi, Ratliff, and Pruitt, the 5 for UNCP. Dye, Smith, Patterson, Gavin Rains, and Daniel Carr, the lineup on the floor for Queens. Braves have to go the length of the floor, inbounding to our right, attacking to our left. Ratliff runs the baseline, finds Kirk with Carr on him. Back to Ratliff. Braves down by 2 with the basketball as Ratliff picked up his dribble. 4 seconds to get across, and Kirk does just that as we say it. Picks up his dribble between the circles, right wing to Strother, up top Levi. Levi puts him in the ground, finds Strother again to the right wing. 13 to shoot, 21 seconds to go. Levi inside, Pruitt left it short, and the rebound goes to Queens. Braves have to foul. 13 seconds to go, and finally a whistle called as Levi grabbed Dye in the backcourt. Not just the 15th foul on the Braves, who trail it by 2, so still 2 more fouls until Queens will shoot foul shots. Braves down by 2 as Van Turner Jr. checks on and spells Gavin Rains. Braves not guarded the inbounds man. Full ball denial as it's nearly intercepted by Kirk. Got a hand to the passing lane, and it will stay Queens basketball along the near sideline. Kirk pleading with the officials that it was off of Carr, but to no avail. 10.6 in the game clock. Turner inbounds it, finds Dye in the backcourt, and he's wrapped up by Ratliff immediately. About a second came off the clock there. 9.4 to go. 6-team foul on the Braves. One more, and we'll see one-on-one for the Royals. 80-78 the score. Queens in front, attacking to our right. Turner inbounding in the near sideline, right at half court. The 6'7" frame of Akeem Pruitt guarded the inbounders as Levi races into the backcourt and grabs Carr to foul him. 75% free throw shooter this season is Daniel Carr. He's 3 for 3 from the line today. Braves hoping he misses, obviously, the first one. If he makes the first, the second. If he hits both, it'll be a 2-possession ballgame. Carr steps to the line. Just one Queens player inside the free throw line, and it rattles out. Levi on the board, Braves down by 2. They have fouls to give, and they use them. Dye with the foul. That the 6th-team foul of the game for the Royals. And the Braves have 5 seconds to go, trailing by 2. Tony Jones trying to call a timeout. Braves will inbound it from the near sideline, just a touch into the backcourt, and a timeout taken by UNC Pembroke. A rare miss for Daniel Carr from the free throw line, but the Braves will take it. It's 80-78. UNCP trails by 2 with the basketball, and now Tony Jones will look to draw up a winning play for UNCP. A couple of undefeated teams, number 7 Queens, and unranked but regionally ranked number 4 UNC Pembroke. This is the 13th all-time meeting between these two schools, a rematch of the second-round matchup in the 2018 NCAA tournament, and the game that the Braves kind of got on a hand a little bit in the first half. They trailed by as many as 15, down by 11 at halftime. They fought their way all the way back, and now a chance to tie or win it. Both teams in the bonus. 6-team fouls for Queens right now, so one more, and UNCP will be shooting 1-1. Levi will trigger it in along the near sideline, just slightly into the backcourt. Braves attacking to our left. 80-78 Queens in front. 4.9 to go. Here we go. Levi inbounds. Finds Kirk on the left wing. Up top to Struther. Looking for separation. Struther pulls up for the win! Off to the right, and Queens escapes. Hit the rim, bounced out, and the Royals 80-78 victorious in an epic battle between two teams that frankly have a very good chance of seeing each other again later in the season, in the postseason. Queens remains unbeaten, 4-0 in the season. UNCP falls to 4-1. Wasn't necessarily a clean look for Struther. He had some space. Defender was in his face. Able to get the shot up, and it hits the right side of the rim as the game clock expires. 80-78, the final. Queens victorious. We'll give you some stats. Also expected to be joined by UNCP assistant coach Tony Jones. Leading scorer today for UNCP, David Struther. Took that final shot, missed it, but still a valiant performance by him. 7 for 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from deep. As the Braves fall by 2, and again, we'll have Coach Jones on in just a couple of minutes for post-game interview to recap what a game this was. And obviously that first half deficit made things a little bit difficult for UNCP, but they fought back, played tough basketball, and showed that undoubtedly they can hang with the best of them in the country. This is a top 10 ranked Queens team, undefeated, and a team that year in and year out under Bart Lundy is going to win games, and they'll win a lot of them. 80 points for Queens, the lowest scoring total they've had this season. Have to give a lot of credit to the Braves defensively in the second half, able to make adjustments, and after Queens shot 70% of the first half, they finished the game shooting 52.6% from the field. Talked about rebounds in the pregame. The Braves right around even with Queens in terms of total rebounds. They were -2 in that category after being -13 last night against Tusculum. Again, 80-78 the final. We'll take a quick break here as we await UNCP assistant coach Tony Jones. Braves fall. David Struther, his buzzer-beating game-winning 3 attempt just off to the right as they fall for the first time this season. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, joined by assistant coach Tony Jones. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors. A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun spice chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun spice chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
Post-game show here at the Levine Center, campus of Queens University in Charlotte, North Carolina. Braves falling just short of a top 10 upset over the 7th-ranked Queens Royals. 80-78 the final. A David Struther three-point attempt just off the mark as time expired would have won it for the Braves. We'll have assistant coach Tony Jones on in just a couple of minutes after he wraps up chatting with his UNC Pembroke team. The Braves this weekend's 2 tight games, a 2-point victory over Tusculum last night, and then a 2-point loss today against Queens. You factor that in with the Catawba game earlier this season. They're certainly getting their fair share of close games. That's something I'll definitely ask Coach Jones about, and have to imagine that'll come conference time help him in some of those close games, because you look at the close battles they've had, those 3 games, 2-1 this season in those close games, and they've played well at times, they've struggled at times, but I guess it's just about building the consistency, because you look last night, fell into a double-digit hole. You look today, down by 15 in the first half, down by 11 at halftime, and then you look back to the Catawba game, down by 10 with 1:29 to go, and the Braves able to come back, force overtime, and then eventually win it in OT. So another close game today for the Braves. Unfortunately for their sake, went down as a loss. We'll take another break as we wait Tony Jones to join us on the post-game show here from Queens University. This is Braves basketball here on the UNCP Sports Network.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun spice chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town
Bojangles Cajun filet biscuit.
Could this get any more perfect?
Pimento cheese. Dude, get it with pimento cheese. Trust me.
Perfect just got perfecter. Introducing Bojangles Cajun Filet Biscuit with our new pimento cheese. Melty, cheddary pimento cheese on our Cajun Spice Chicken. It's perfecter. Bojangles.
It's bow time, y'all.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Only Bojangles brings the flavor to every tailgate with mouth-watering chicken, fresh buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Feed all the hungry tailgaters in your group with an 8, 12, or 20-piece Big Bow Box. Bojangles, it's bow time, y'all!
Back here at Queens University, John Gross now alongside UNC Pembroke assistant coach Tony Jones. Coach, really tough battle. You guys showed some resolve again coming back. A 15-point hole in the first half, and you really bring things to the wire. Your thoughts on your side's performance today?
I mean, all year guys have been persevering through an uphill battle team to start. But, I mean, the guys played really hard. We just got the first 4 minutes, we just got to get a lot better. Got to set the tone early. We're letting teams, get an early jump on us. Then we're fighting uphill the whole game. But I attribute our toughness to our seniors. We got about 5, 6 seniors that's really great leaders, and they do a very good job of not letting the team, get down on themselves and, just fighting back.
So let's go back to that final possession. David Struther able to get a shot off at the buzzer. What were you guys looking for in that possession?
Yeah, we was hoping that we got a quick 2 just to tie the game, but I think they played that pretty well. And then David got the ball, saw opening, got a nice little crossover. Decent shot, got a good look at it. I'm not mad at it at all. David's one of our better shooters on the team. It's just a missed shot. Executed it pretty well. They defended it pretty well. I mean, that was just a tough shot, but it is what it is.
First half, Queens shoots 70% from the field. Second half, you guys hold them to just 41%. What changed defensively between first and second half?
I just challenged the guys, man. Just like I told you just a few minutes ago, the first 4 minutes we were slouching, and at halftime we're down, 15? And I just challenged the guys, hey, this is one of the top teams in the nation. You're probably going to face them again. They're either going to know you as getting punked in the first half and finishing the game by 15 or 20 plus, or you're going to fight back and get a W. Guys really stepped up to the plate, guarded pretty well. I think they shot 41% from the field. That's about where we want teams to shoot from for a full game, but for a half, that was pretty good. Just came down to a few plays that we gotta make, but really tough team, Queens. Top 10 team in the nation. They're really good, and I hope to see them again soon.
Back at it again on Wednesday. We go to Wingate, taking on the Bulldogs. What are you guys going to work on in the days leading up to that matchup?
Main thing we need to work on is rebounding. I think we got to get back to our identity, defense and rebounding. We're teams, like you said, they shot 70% in the first half. That cannot continue to happen if we're going to be a championship team and play at that level. Wingate's a really tough team. They got some really veteran dudes on their team, and I think just getting back to ourselves, getting back to our bread and butter. We got to rebound better. We lost the rebound battle again today. That's our early morning practice for our guys. They know the deal.
All right. UNCP assistant coach Tony Jones. Coach, thanks for joining me.
Appreciate you having me.
Best of luck on Wednesday.
Thank you.
UNC Pembroke falls 80-78 here against the 7th-ranked Queens Royals. Big thank you to all of you for joining us today on the UNCP Sports Network. Signing off, I'm John Gross. This has been UNC Pembroke men's basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.